Hi, my name is Kelly, and I am an educator with Bywater Solutions, and I have this short tutorial video with a new enhancement um, coming in Koha 1911 that allows libraries to use a claims returned workflow in Koha. So I know cheering will happen around the community for claims returned. So there are, of course, as always, some system preferences that we want to set up. As every library is different, so we want to give you some customizations. So we're going to start in our system preference, and if I just type in claim returned, I will see the three system preferences that need to be chosen. So I have claim return charge fee. So a library can choose to charge that replacement fee at the time that something is claimed returned or not, or ask. So it could be a case-by-case basis. So you can see charge, don't charge, or ask. Perfect. I'm going to keep it at ask so we can have a case-by-case situation. Then we need to allocate a lost authorized value to represent those claims. So as the first one is telling us, should we charge a lost fee or not, that's always linked in Koha through that lost authorized value. So we are going to go over to our authorized values and create a new authorized value to represent those returned claims, or I'll show you how that's done first. So here we are, we have our, let's go back to our plain authorized values. Our authorized values, I will search lost. I have already added one, but if your library doesn't have one, you can right up here say new authorized value for lost and create a value. Now, there are some authorized values that require your value, this one here, I'll go ahead and go through the step, this to be a numeric value. This is one of those authorized values. Not for loan is another example. The authorized value must be a numeric number in Koha. Some other authorized values, say your shelving locations or collection codes, those values are not and don't need to be. So let's go back. So you can see I've used the value of 5 to represent my claims returned. So that is the value that I will go in to add to this system preference. And then our last system preference is if we would like Koha to warn staff when a patron has an excessive number of return claim. So you can have a value here and put that at a value. I have 2, but if you want to put more or put less or put nothing, that is perfectly up to you. Okay, so we have done all the setup required, and we're going to head over to a patron's account. So here we go. Let's go to Donna. And you can see from her patron screen, she has a couple checkouts. And now over on the far right, you have a new column, return claims. And you have a button that will say, this is the item that the patron has claimed returned. Also, you can see you have a new tab here that will hold that information for the library as well. So let's go ahead and claim this item returned. I get a pop-up. I can add notes. So if the patron did give any information about when they returned it, who they talked to, it was in the book drop, it was at the front desk, any of that information, you can add as a note. You can also here, because I chose to ask about the lost charge, I have the ability to check mark that if I'm going to charge them or not. So I won't charge them this time, and maybe we'll go through the next time and make the claim. Now, in that checkout display, you can see that this is stated as a due date, as a date of when they claimed that returned. Now let me click over there. You can see that this has changed to 0/1. So the 0 will represent the number of resolved claims, and the 1 will represent the number of open claims. The title, the notes that were put there, when this return was claimed. And then over here we have this FAR action button that we have the ability to edit the notes if we wanted to put more information or resolve that. So, but before we do, let's head over to their checkout page. And you can see under this return, this is going to start the tally of the number of return claims that this patron has had. Okay, so if they come into your library and say, I did find it, I'm very sorry, you can come to that patron and resolve the claim here. If the patron just happens to put it in the book drop on their next time around when they actually found it under their bed, let's go ahead and check that in. You can see what happens. I do get a message that the item has been claimed, and I have the link to go back to that patron's account because I do want to mark this as a resolved claim. So you can see that checkout came off the account when I checked it in, and now this claim will need to be resolved. There are some drop-down options that your library has, and with all authorized values, you can add more if you so wish. Now you can see that that number has changed. Now I have 1 resolved return claimed and 0 open. Again, I'm still tracking the number of claims up here, so that won't go away. This will continue to count the number of claims that this patron had. So this is really exciting. This has been a long time coming, and I think that a lot of libraries will really enjoy this. So this is coming in Koha 1911 for our claims returned enhancement. Thank you for watching.